love spending time with my family on the weekends, and one of the ways I make more time is to actually prep my fridge. So I'm going to show you how I prep my fridge for the weekend. Let's take a look at my Panasonic fridge. This is the Panasonic BX421 bottom mount fridge. Now, let me show you how I like to organize it. I always have a lot of condiments, obviously all of my chili things. Now, here's where we get to some really cool stuff down the bottom here though. So my vegetable drawer, I love this because this Panasonic fridge keeps this at the perfect humidity to make sure that my vegetables stay fresher for longer. Now, obviously you can store fruits in here as well, but my kids will eat berries like they're going out of fashion. So I like to wash these and I pop them back in here so the kids can just easily grab them all weekend long, and I don't have to do anything about that. A little storage box for my herbs. So I have them wrapped in here with some paper towel, and these are my more delicate kind of herbs. But the real star of the show, and this is really the key to how I prep for the weekend, is my Prime Fresh drawer. So this is so cool and literally one of my favorite features of this fridge, because you can set this to what's called a soft freeze temperature, which means it's at about -3°C, and that will keep things fresher for longer. But not only that, because it's soft frozen, it means that you don't have to defrost anything. You can actually slice things from that soft frozen state. Now I am going to prep quite a few things to keep here in my Prime Fresh drawer for the weekend. Some chicken, salmon. These are some skewers I already have made. I love to have these kept in my Prime Fresh drawer because I can get the barbecue out anytime and whip these up for the kids. I'm going to leave that one in there, and let's prep for the weekend. I'm just going to take some store-bought teriyaki sauce, my cucumber, rice is the last component, meal number 1 done. And for the star of my weekend, I am doing katsu burgers. So classic crumb here. I'm gonna make my crumb chicken and keep it in my Prime Fresh. Eggs, flour, breadcrumbs. You can use chicken breast if you want. I've got some small chicken thighs. That means I don't have to cut them or slice them. All about the shortcuts today. Flour first, egg, breadcrumbs. My kids love these so much. Oftentimes I'll make a double batch and put half in the freezer and then the other half into the Prime Fresh. So one for this weekend and one for, in a month or so. Now, as these are going to go into my Prime Fresh drawer, I'm just gonna stack them up. Now, of course, you could cheat even more and buy store-bought chicken schnitzels. I am all for shortcuts, my friends. But the same deal, you can store it in your Prime Fresh and it will keep fresher for longer. Now, of course, I want to have some coleslaw and buns, and I'm going to put everything together into my own little kit here. So, buns, coleslaw mix, because I don't need to do that myself. Got my Kewpie mayonnaise, all of that goes in there, and that is my second meal done. So this is where it's very satisfying. Hard work is done. I'm just stacking my fridge now. My Prime Fresh drawer, fully loaded. Now there are so many features in this fridge, things that you might not think about but that are really important. Obviously the ones I've mentioned, but also there's a built-in AG clean filter which helps inhibit up to 99.9% of bacteria and odors. And there's also what's called EcoNavi and inverter technology. These are smart sensors that detect ambient temperature, usage patterns, and even door openings to optimize cooling. The inverter compressor adjusts power for energy efficiency and consistently controls temperature. So you can see the top part of the fridge very well laid out. I can fit so much in here. Now, because this is a bottom mount fridge, the freezer lives down here. A lot of smart design has gone into making this freezer as efficient as possible. I love the 3-drawer system because it means you can see everything that you've put into the freezer and you can easily access it. And there's a drawer for making ice as well. So there you go, my friends. I bet there's a whole lot more technology going on in here than you thought. And I think having a good fridge and being able to prep just like this, well, it gives me way more time with my family and makes life more enjoyable. Ah, so good. So now it's the weekend and I am so glad I did my fridge prepping earlier in the week. Look at these, so good and made in record time.